In this video, I'm going to walk through how you can change the color of an object in Inkscape, specifically a vector. And in this case, we've got two colors. In fact, we have three colors. We have a red S, we have a yellow background, and then we have a black border. Now, I can't change this color just by simply clicking on it and then going down here to the color palette. Nothing's going to happen. And the reason for that is because it's not a vector. And Inkscape is a vector program. So the first thing we want to do is trace this bitmap so it becomes a vector. Okay, so to trace this is pretty easy. I'm going to click on the object and we can tell it's clicked because the little arrows will pop up. Now I'm going to go to Path and Trace Bitmap. Now what I'd encourage you to do is to turn off this live updates. If you have this on, it's constantly trying to render the thumbnail and it can suck a lot of juice out of your computer. So I'm going to turn that off. And then I can click the update preview to actually see a preview of the thumbnail here of what the image is going to look like. This is right now is black and white, which is not what I want. So at the top under single scan, multicolor, or pixel art, I'm going to go to multicolor. And then underneath multicolor, I'm going to change this now to colors. I'm going to click update preview and we'll see the update looks pretty good. Now I don't want 8 scans because I've only got red, yellow, and black. So I really just want 3. So I'm actually going to take this right down to 2, which is the minimum, and I'm going to click Update Preview. We can see it's only now going to be 2 colors, red and black. I'm going to switch this now to 3. I'll click Update Preview. We can see now it's yellow, red, and black. So there's actually a 4th one that I'm going to do, 4th color, because that's going to change the background now to white. So I'm going to click Apply. System thinks for a minute, and now it creates the vector. So now I'm going to just drag this over off to the side. Now one of these is the vector and one of these is the original image. So I have the one with the white background selected. I'm going to select on the left hand side Edit Paths by Node. We can see now when I hover over, this is my vector, the one with the white. The PNG file, I'm going to click on that now. So I'm going to go back to my arrow tool, click on the original image. I can drag this over here too, and I'm simply going to click the delete key, and that's going to get rid of that. So now I'm left with only my vector. Now I'm going to just move this over to my palette. So to change or remove a color in the image is pretty straightforward, although it's not very intuitive. What you want to do is if you click it once, you're going to be able to move the entire image around. But if you double click the image, it'll actually separate out the layers. So I'm going to double click in the white, click, click. And now what happens is I can take just the white out of the image. I'm going to click the delete key now, and that will remove the white. So now I'm left with what really looks like the original image. Now if I'd like to change one of the colors, I can click on, say, the yellow. Now notice my little arrows now have changed. Now I've only got the yellow identified. So what I could do now is change the colors down below. Simply by clicking one of the colors in the color palette, I could now change that color. I'm now going to click on the black, so I'm going to click a different color there. And then by clicking the blue, only the blue is now highlighted, and I can change that color as well. You can also move them around. You can move the actual image. You can do all sorts of cool stuff with it. Changing the color is pretty fun. You can really make some weird, wild stuff out of these designs. I really hope you found this walkthrough helpful. I love Inkscape. It's free to download. And check out my other videos on the Crafty Stax channel for lots more Inkscape tutorials. Thanks a lot for watching.